Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, we managed to stop our eastern enemy, at least for the time being. And, you know, they're still doing some airstrikes and all that, which is costing us a little bit, but at least the anti-aircraft guns over here, well, they've gotten a little bit of experience, actually. And hopefully we can keep them at bay, so they got a decent bit of tanks there, which, oh, they got field training on some of these. That one's on defense. Those have no posture, that's got defense on as well. Interesting. Now we know that there should be something in here, we can't see it though. And then there's that one. Oh, could we actually... I don't think we have artillery in here. Well, I mean, suppose we got artillery there. But that's a lot of tanks, so I don't think the artillery would do all that much. We need to really get some recon in here, but let's get to the next round, shall we? I think we did most of the stuff already in the last episode. We do have a little bit of colonies available that we could probably send into, for example, Spokamania, for example. A so-called friend over here is stacking a lot of units on our border. I suppose they might just be, you know, protecting their city there, but still a little bit worried. I tried to do another airstrike there, but I didn't think we took any damage. Oh, there's two of these minor regions that are trying to move into our territory here. So we may need to pull these troops back into a bit narrower front. And just hold our ground. Because that, oh yeah, those are moving in as well. We don't have official peace deals with any of them, so that's kind of the problem. Oh, and we destroy another 100 salamanders. I think we might be able to clear out that one. We are a bit low on ammo over here, but I suppose the Sulkers will at least do some damage, and Foregrounders would destroy another 100 there. There's a lot of movements going on though, my goodness. Right, well, we killed 200 infantry, we didn't lose anything. Oh, and we have improved relations, so that got us another mission done. Enforcement profile reaches at least 54. That'd be 8 points more. Deadline's 129, we're currently at 100, so that would be 17 rounds. Let's have a look, is there anything that is going to give us enforcement this round? Oh, Roman Thieves and somebody will give full support. Ah, critical success. Sprite food was stolen, but that's about it. Anti-war quarrels? Sure. Diplo decision. Oh, to monitor partly over we've got more information. And resettlement proposal. An envoy from Brutal has proposed us to accept a small group of 600 rather special refugees. They're outcast in Brutal Land because of their liberal sexual practices. Now, they are also great artists and scholars. Yeah, we can take them in, I reckon. Right, so we didn't really have anything that would increase that. What is the... Okay, so it's probably just going to give us a work score. I think we're going to refuse that because I have a bit of a feeling that we might not be able to reach that, especially since we've got a mission to increase our commerce as well. Although, yeah. So it might not be the best thing. Let's just go ahead and build up the railway first. Up to Fallon. Now let's go ahead and get ourselves a bit more ammunition, because I have a feeling that we are going to need that. Let's get another 500. And now, did we get the airfield completed in here? We did. So we can send this one up to there for a bit of air coverage. Let's have a quick look at the battles that we had. So over here they did the airstrike. They had lost already some stuff. Oh, the flak guns are part of this defense in here. Okay, so that's how it works. Didn't shoot down any of them, but they didn't also deal any damage per se. Then over here we killed the salamanders, we fought against the stalkers, but we are running out of ammo on those troops, I reckon. And the Foregrounders we did a bit of damage, and that's about it. I think what we might want to do is pull this one back up to Ansang. We can send this one forward instead, because they should still have ammo. These ones do not. If we have a look at the supply situation, they got 1 ammo. Oh, they received 1 ammo, okay. They requested 8, okay. So yeah, it's not the best situation, but I suppose we can hold on to that for now. We did use up quite a bit of the metal already. I guess one of the things that we could do... So first of all, let's clear out this pocket now. We should have a pretty good chance of clearing it out. There we go, it's surrendered. Now we can't move backwards quite yet. I think one of the things that I might do is get a little bit of road going up to the spa. And this one was sort of surrounding. Although they got quite a bit of stuff there, and they also started to capture some of the stuff there. But there's just so many troops in here trying to push towards us that I'm going to pull back a lot of these troops. Let them take some of the ground. And instead we'll just pull back a little bit. Pull back to like a narrow point like this one. And maybe they'll start fighting the neighbor that we have here. So how good relations? I suppose they did not attack us, did they? We are friendly. So is there open contact? Oh no, we already have that. Non-aggression pact would be probably not happening. What about embassy? No, that's still pretty hard to get there. Okay, well, could be worse. Right, and then they start bringing a bit more troops in here. Let's get this there. They started retreating some other units as well. We'll hold on to the front line in the north. What about over here in the west? Oh, it's slipped past again. Hang it. I'm trying to encircle you, you ungrateful git. Right, at least we got up to there, and I suppose this one could now be moving closer. Oh, and we got the road up to there. Not necessarily the best supply through the road, but you know, it's at least something. And then over here, there is a lot of troops still around, and I don't suppose we got the artillery in anywhere nearby. But at least we've got these. They have gotten a tiny bit of experience in here. I think that was one of the first ones that they... Actually, no, that was probably the second bombing that they were resisting against. Because we also got the interceptors in here, but I don't know if the intercepting will happen this far off. I'll be quite honest. Let's see, dogfighting score 36. Requires at least level 2 airbase and all that. I don't think the... Well, the soft attack and hard attack are quite small, but at least it's got an okay attack versus low-flying aircraft. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to double-check the battle real quick. Where they do the bombing run. No, the fighters were... Or the... Yeah, no, we didn't have our planes in here. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. So they might have to be closer. Or I would have to have, like, air recon in here. How good is the recon value? 5. Okay, so it's not really all that massive. I guess we'll hold on for a little bit longer in there. Did we get the... Oh yeah, we did get the oil drill in here, didn't we? So the fuel situation should start improving again, hopefully. We're still getting quite a bit of metals, which, admittedly, we need a lot more. Let's go ahead and send a bit of workers in Spokomania. I realised that we probably do need, well, at least a bit of population. We'll send 500 in here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll send another 300 to somebody as well, because I'm pretty sure that there is a bit of lack, well, not really lack quite yet, but we could definitely have a bit more people in there doing the jobs. And did we weren't constructing anything here right now. Let's have a look at the government stuff. So if we were to... Right, I was thinking about getting the barracks, but we didn't start working on it yet. That could be quite useful, or just get the bureaucrat office at level 2. That's also quite useful, I dare say. It might cost us a little bit in terms of hiring the new people, but that would also increase the amount of bureaucratic points that we produce. Yeah, we'll start upgrading that one. I think that'll be fine. And this can slowly move in here. So they capture a lot of the stuff in there, but I suppose right now, at least, we've got a decent situation. We can send another unit there, and I'm just going to double check these troops. Get someone on the heights there. Don't know if there's anyone in that forest. There might be. So I'd rather not move in there blindly. I could technically move back a little bit further. We'll try to get a bit of a shorter front over here, for example. I think that is something that we can probably hold on to if we can clear out the non-aligned troops there. And maybe, just maybe, well, I suppose they've been bordering one another for so long that I don't think they'll be starting to fight one another. But there's 3 territories over here, minor regions, that are trying to enter into our stuff. I do actually wonder, though, if we have a look at the regimes and Broderland. Okay, they are at war with Brooded rebels, but that's about it. In terms of minor regions. They are peace with everyone else. I mean, at least with us, they've got some deals going already. So they are likely to be somewhat friendly towards us. Desired relation 10. Oh. Alright then. What about tomorrow? Well, we are at war. Do we know? Oh. Right, there we're at war with the Wood Rebels and the Monage Rebels. What about Hochstein? We have no idea. We don't have enough recon in there. Magnetinen. We've got really good relations. Oh, they got tech level 5.46. What is our tech level? 5.25, so they are leading us. I suppose they've gotten probably a lot better situation in terms of things in there. They managed to capture a lot, and they didn't have quite as many directions to expand into, necessarily. So they could just keep on pushing and, you know, build in peace for the time being, anyway. I do actually wonder, how much energy are we using? We're losing 462 due to max research, so I could probably reduce the production at the power plant a little bit to save us a decent bit on the fuel. Probably should have done that ages ago, admittedly. I think what we're going to do is we'll actually put it to 50% production. And that way we can, one, save a lot on the wages, plus two, we'll have a lot more fuel available. Because we can save or have up to 7,000 fuel right now. We only have 500, so getting some of that back at least would be quite handy. Now I'm pretty sure we'll still have plenty of energy over or above what we need. And of course, if need be, we can start building the solar panels as well. That would give us a bit of electricity. Nothing massive, mind you, but a little bit. I do actually wonder, is that something that we need to build in... No, that can be produced everywhere. So yeah, if we just start building those in places, that would allow us to get a lot of electricity. It's not too massive amount of worker needed either. It produces 75 energy per solar panel field. I think, well, actually, does that... Is that something that we can build in, for example, over here? I mean, probably not directly, but... In theory, yes. So it can be built in forests. I was just wondering about that, actually. It looks like the front line over here is still holding quite nicely. We did get the interceptors over there. I think next round we should try getting some more tanks into this area. Or maybe... Ooh, actually, one of the things that we could get is the... I don't suppose we have points for that yet, but we did get the mechanized anti-tank brigade, which is anti-tank guns and 2 sets of flak guns. So 20 flak guns, and then it's in mechanized units, so that gives a bit of strength in there. We need 600 metal for that. It's a 2,000 recruits as well. So not exactly the easiest one. But if we could get at least one of those units, since it's mechanized, it can move fairly quickly. And it does have the machine guns in the APCs and all that. So in theory, that could probably help quite a bit in here, especially against the enemy aircrafts. I'm telling you, we could probably try and get one in here somewhere. Right, so we're at 39% heavy infantry, 46 for the RPG army, or RPG infantry army. High-speed machine gun is 82%. How quickly are we getting that? Oh, heavy tank is 62%, and okay, jet engine and the personal armor optimization are quite a while away. But military research, so we're getting 10% research per round. So in 2 rounds, we should have that completed. Alright then, well let's get it forward then, so we can get that sooner. I do wonder, like the heavy tanks I reckon are probably going to be, if we can keep them safe from the enemy aircraft, then they should be able to push the enemy troop back from this side of the river, perhaps. And then we can maybe start pushing them back further and further. There's a lot of troops moving back and forth over here in Bruderland. Also going to be probably losing most of this area of this round, but I'm... Oh, there was an air strike, which did cost us a bit of troops there. We might have to pull back that infantry a little bit. Right, so we've lost 200 infantry and 10 guns. I believe that's the anti-tank guns. We found some more fuel. Ooh. Ice mining economization. In many ways we can decrease the loss of water during mining ice. It could be worthwhile to increase ice mining efficiency. Alright then. We'll look at the decisions real quick. So major workers strike. I think we might increase the... You know what, I'm going to give in to some of their demands. They'll probably be fine. Oh, they're ready to buy some more population. No, we need our population. So we did not get the research done yet. So it was this that got attacked. I'm just going to pull that one back a little bit. It does have the... Well, it could use a bit of anti-tank guns, let's just say. Oh, we do need a 400 infantry. I wonder where that is going on then. The anti-tank guns will get at least 1. That does, of course, mean that we won't be able to get the anti-tank or mechanized anti-tank brigade yet. Well, I guess that's alright. Are we... Oh, these units are out of supplies completely. Oh, because the airbase is out of stuff. Okay. Alright. Let's go and talk to the Maritime Trade House about this. Transport contract. This time we should just try to not forget about utilizing it. I think getting another set of AA units over here somewhere would be probably quite smart. Let's go ahead and get one more set of the garrison battalions then. Or garrison brigade. So that is a decent bit of stuff. It's a bit expensive. We're going to raise the formation. It does use the newer machine guns as well. Right, how did we fare over here? So it is still in there. I'm going to try to sort of guide it towards the non-aligned areas over there, I suppose. Let's send in our recon over here. Oh, yeah, we can see a bit of infantry there. But we dug in fairly well into the mountains, so I'm pretty confident about us holding our ground there. I'm going to start clearing out some of the mountains here. Don't know how far we want to go. I mean, I suppose if that is empty, we can go up to the road there. We'll keep the tanks over here for now, guarding the road. And then on this side, I mean, we've got the... I suppose we could do another artillery strike on there, although I don't think the artillery is going to be able to do much. So perhaps I should just save up the ammo right now. So that one's moved back. It's not going to have quite as good entrenchment, although it didn't lose all the entrenchment on the move, so that's good. We just need to get a little bit of reinforcements in here. Although now we're going to start getting the line troops 3s in here, at least one of them. That'll be quite useful. I might have to retreat this a little bit, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, Ansang is still in a bit of problems. It's just they don't have enough fuel. So what we need to do is we need to transport like a few hundred fuel in there at least. As much as we can realistically speaking, save there. And then just let things roll on their own weight there. Of course, it's also going to allow us to get some ammo in there, which I suppose if we were to stockpile some ammo there, like, I don't know, a few hundred ammo at least, that would allow our troops to stay in there without having to retreat too much. Oh, right, we did clear out this, so we can start pulling these back. One of them could maybe stay over here and guard the metal mine over there, which is something that we should probably build up a road to. Although we don't actually have the... Well, maybe we could probably build the metal mine in there, actually. Do we have the workers available in somebody? Arguably, yes, just about. I guess we will do that, then. It's quite obvious that we have not had enough metal production. And it took a while for us to find a lot of extra metal. I mean, we had the... Well, the ruins up here, which are still ongoing for, well, there's like 11,000 points there. Then we've got the metal mine over here, which is still 22,000. Technically speaking, if we were to upgrade this one, it'd probably be fairly expensive. Yeah, it is a bit expensive. But that would allow us to produce a lot more metal, that's for sure. Also, it would mean that that would run out a bit sooner, so I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it would probably still help us, especially in fighting the wars that we are fighting, get a bit heavier troops in. But we don't have, how many rounds was it? 4 rounds or 2 rounds? No, it's only 2 rounds, so we just needed another 2 machinery. I'm going to try to produce only as much machinery right now as we need to produce the things, and I think we are indeed going to start constructing this one, or upgrading this one. Because the extra metal that we can get from there is quite high, and since, especially now we've got the railway connection up to there, which means that once we get a bit more metal production overall, we can probably build the railway up to Spokomania quite easily. We could maybe even have the railway connection go into like Moldeep, sorry, which would then of course allow the trucks to move in supplies through here a little bit further. Just about. Not necessarily the best of the situations there regardless, but it's better than nothing. Well, I think we are ready to go to the next round, so let's do that. We should be getting the research done next round. I don't remember what was the research, though. I think it was the advanced machine guns. I may have forgotten to move a lot of the troops on the northeastern front, actually, now that I think of it. Oh, there we go. We shot down a lot of them. And they pushed us back, though. We took a massive casualties there, and now that's all the tanks pouring in, and they just keep on pushing. Oh boy. Okay, we at least stopped some of it, but we may need to pull back from there. Okay, so we got 30 tanks, 20 planes, and we lost 2,200 infantry, 100 guns, 50 motorized, and oh boy, that is a lot. Well, there we go, high-speed machine gun is something that we research now. Let's have a look at the... right, Air Force, no changes there. Military research, we could go for the small, or gas-powered small arms, gas small arms, rocketry, radiation filters, guided RPGs, that could be quite handy. Advanced sensor, ooh, laser rifles now, that could also be quite handy. Let's have a look at the tech tree a little bit. What would open what? So there's gas-powered small arms, and that would necessarily not open any more new things. There's a guided RPG, which would potentially open up the applied chemistry, advanced chemistry. That might not be all. Rocketry would do the same, to be fair. Gold small arms would get us a little bit closer to opening the engineering down here. And then I suppose that's about, well, I suppose technically speaking, the advanced sensors and cluster bombs would do the same on advancing the advanced engineer. I think we're going to do the gas-powered small arms. I think, while it might not be the best, it's still going to be a bit of an upgrade. Just sending request donation. That would be 400 credits. I mean, we can probably afford it. Ah, right, transport contract. So we need to go to Unsung. And then embark from Yeso, as per usual. I guess we'll start with 3 rounds. We can probably extend that a decent bit, though. Resettlement proposal? Yeah, I'll take them.
Yes, sir.
Get more population. Right, so we got pushed back really hard over here. Oh boy, yeah, no. They annihilated our troops there. Yeah, we'll pull back that one. Let's go ahead and pull the troops back to there. Pull these back as well. Get oh dear, the air guns can't retreat there. That's unfortunate. Well, they're gonna get destroyed then, I suppose. Let's just double check the race formation. Is there any missing units? No. Well, I suppose, yeah, the independent stuff might not count for that anyway. One of the good things is that the airfield is going to be a little bit closer, so that might help. But let's have a look at the replacement troops. Oh boy, we need a lot. Well, I guess we'll start with the 1,500 line troops. We can get the 20 artillery pieces. 200 motorcycles. We need 500 machine guns, oh boy. On the bright side, we are at least replacing these with the later models on a lot of the things, so that does give them a bit more survivability later on. And of course, they are also pushing us further and further away from... Oh, actually, the flak gun, I'm not going to do the flak gun yet. Because I have a feeling that, first of all, we need to send this one as a strategic move down to here. Because that one's probably going to get destroyed anyway. So reinforcing that one is going to be kind of a moot point. And I guess let's have a quick look at the construction that we're doing. So we're getting the metal mine upgraded. That's going to be another round to complete it. Ooh, hospice is being built in somebody. But what about... Oh, right, the bureaucrat office is almost completed. That's going to provide as a little bit more things. Or bureaucratic points to use in things. And then, I suppose, Unsung's not building anything. Spokamania is not building anything. We did get the metal mine in there, at least, so that's good. We got bureaucrat office there as well. We do not have... Oh, no, we do have airbase in the city itself. We could probably try to upgrade the airbase, admittedly. I know we're getting a pretty good amount of oil, so next round we can probably start reinforcing these again. Over here we're holding, but yeah, they just had such a massive amount of troops in here. A lot of air... Ooh. Defeat in detail. Double construction attack bonus, but overall defense minus 30%. Oh, hello. That could be quite handy. Where's the... Oh, they destroyed the entire artillery unit, didn't they? Yes, they did. Okay, so if we want to get some artillery... I mean, I suppose that artillery wasn't all that great either. Right, it's just these tanks... I mean, the Kulwagen aren't... Well, they got a lot of hit points, admittedly. The attack values aren't really massive, but yeah, it's difficult to stop these, actually. I'll be honest. We'll see how it goes. Right, that's the southern fronts. Let's have a look at the northern fronts now. Alright, we started building over here, didn't we? Yes, we did. So that can probably stay at the mine there. That's moving northeast. Go ahead and link up with the troops there, and then I suppose these troops... We're just gonna retreat behind this river line over here. For the most part. At least for now. Can we actually... Still don't know if there's anyone there or not. Okay, there wasn't. In that case, we could actually just move these. So now we've got almost a solid front line here. And we can maybe push them into a corner and try to clear it. That can move in here now. Let's get another set of troops in here. So if they try to attack that, it's at least going to be somewhat costly. Let's try to send in the recon over here to figure out how bad is that. It's quite a bit of troops in there. They got quite a bit of defense as well. What about that one? That's quite a bit as well. Well, let's just pull back a little bit. I might actually keep the troops there. I was thinking about moving them forward, but no, I think it's best to stay put for the time being. And then over here, we did not actually move anything, did we? We just don't really have the recon and stuff. I mean, technically speaking, we could probably raise a new recon formation. And use that one, like, we can send it at least to Fallon first, and then from there to Oceania, and we could do a recon on this area so we know where exactly it is, and we can start pushing it further and further into the mountains or something. It might not be able to clear out too much. I think we might also want to, well, we'll probably hold on to the artillery in here for the time being. They didn't really do too much in here for us, so that's good. And looks like, well, Oceania to Fallon is trafficked pretty hard there. I suppose, I mean, what we have here, we've got the supply base, and we've got trucks over here. So that's, yeah, I might be using a lot of these trucks for other things as well. So not necessarily the best situation, but oh well. I'm pretty sure that these tanks won't attack us in the mountains at least. So the main problem is they are going to destroy the AA guns there, and then they're probably going to push us back through there, for example. Although it is tundra, so I don't know how well they can go in there. And thus they might try to... You know what? Can I redeploy that further? I can. Okay. So then we can have at least a little bit of air coverage in there, and this stack will probably be fine. They'll either... Well, they'll probably just attack along the road here. They will also need to connect the roads first before they can realistically push too far ahead. Or too much further ahead. Use up most of the metal and all that. Let's just double check the research. So we just got the better machine guns. So how am I doing in terms of the heavy tank? That is 90... Okay, so that's going to be done next round. So then we can maybe get a better machine gun unit. We might have to redesign a full new one. But that would allow us to get at least a little bit more defensiveness on our troops. Or at least some of the troops, not necessarily all of it. Heavy infantry is still 47%, RPG infantry army 62, and the other research is quite small thus far, or right now. But I do realise that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below and super. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.